Fans chasing.
We were talking a little bit about what happened before we pressed play here today. Match 3 was a 6-man tag with superstar Billy Graham, former WWF champion, the Barbarian, and Abdullah the Butcher. What a badass crew that is.
Wow.
And they wrestled Sam Houston, Manny Fernandez, and Buzz Tyler.
This is, by the way, this ring announcer we're looking at right now is CJ Underwood.
Yep.
From WBT Channel 3.
Okay.
Yeah. He was always the ring announcer in Charlotte for the Crockett's. I think CJ may have done weather. I'm not sure.
I want to throw this out at you when we're talking about that match. I think that's actually Buzz Tyler's last match
before he walked.
Not only his last match in JCP, I think it's his last match ever.
Yeah, he walked. I was there when he walked.
Tell us about that.
He had come. Wednesdays were days where we did local interviews all day, literally all day. We would start sometimes at 9 o'clock in the morning, and we would go to 4, 5, 6 o'clock at night. Just one interview after another, one interview after another, bang, bang, bang. And so he came in needing to do interview. He was going to wrestle he was the Mid-Atlantic champion. He was going to wrestle in Kansas City for Bob Geigel. And he came in wanting to do that one interview. Gene Anderson, who was the producer back then, who organized and got everything together, he made sure that the Crockett shit got done first. That was his job. The Crockett shit was going to get, you know, to say shit, but the Crockett stuff was going to get done first. So Buzz waited and waited and waited, had lunch. They brought in fried chicken like they always did, waited and waited and waited. Nothing got done. And I remember he just absolutely went bananas. He said, Gene, I've been waiting here all goddamn afternoon to do one fucking minute interview for Bob Geigel. And you don't have the decency to let me just step in and do that 1 minute interview. Fuck this place. Turn around. He walked out and that was it.
By the way, his last match with JCP actually wound up being 3 days after the show we're watching right now. It was Buzz Tyler and Ron Bass taking on Gene Ligon and Mark Fleming. That happened at the Rec Center in Shelby, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
But we do know that when they did those promos, he really did quit. That was the end of him in JCP. Yep. He made those shots in Kansas City, one on the 18th, one on the 25th, and that was it for a long time. Mm-hmm. He came out of retirement for one match in North Carolina in 1988. So 3 years later, he'd wrestle and defeat Bobby Rose, a name I'm not even familiar with. But for all intents and purposes, this is one of, if not the very last time we're going to see Buzz in JCP. Now, I'm not really familiar with Buzz Tyler's game, but he was the North or Mid-Atlantic champion at the time. Is our belief that he still has that belt, or last we heard he did?
I don't know. It was a white belt.
Yep.
That had the Mid-Atlantic states on it. It was pretty big as far as vertically. You know, it was high.
Yeah, it was tall. Yeah,
tall like an OAWA belt was. Remember how tall those were back then?
Like the AEW World Title right now.
Like the AEW World Title right now. Yeah, but back in the day, it was bigger than most. So, yeah. Oh, hey, so I guess we're waiting on Ric Flair to land, unless Ric Flair landed in the helicopter the year the next.
Oh, it's this year.
Okay.
And you'll start to see, look, they're pointing to the sky. Here he comes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is the goddamn helicopter landing entrance. As you may recall, we saw Charlotte Flair actually do this at WrestleMania back in 2019. I believe in her case, they taped it the night before and then just aired it, and she walked out. But it was an interesting idea, and it is a big idea. We know that Dusty was really known for his big ideas. Do you think the helicopter interest for Flair was a Dusty idea, or would he not have come up with something like that for Richard?
I think he would have, but I think it's something that Harold, and I remember the name now, Harold Johnson wanted to do for Rick.
Isn't that crazy? You just thought of it right then when you said it out loud.
And it's something your brain is all, I didn't Google it at all. Brain is always working.
It's amazing.
Harold Johnson was a big deal in Charlotte. He was the number one sports guy in the Metro Charlotte area, which back in those days, you know,
meant something.
Yeah, look at David Crockett as the referee. See
Oh,
this.
wow.
See, this came after Ivan hit David with that Russian sickle.
Well, that was Nikita, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nikita hit David with the Russian sickle, and that's why David is the special referee for this. See, it's all part of the storyline.
Isn't it crazy that, I guess, as you said, David is going to be the special guest referee here, but he's not wearing stripes. He's wearing a green polo.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's David Crockett. He can do what he wants.
Don't you think that's weird, though?
Yeah, I do.
If you were going to be a referee, would you wear your AEW blazer?
No, I'd go shirtless.
Oh, I love it. I'm gonna see if I can't text.
I'd show off the guns that I've been working on.
Let's zoom in. Zoom it, cameraman. Zoom it. Oh, there you go. Hey, we were talking a little bit about your favorite Great American Bash, and Jason Taylor said, "What about the 1990 Great American Bash when Sting beat Flair for the world title? That has my favorite tag match ever on it too. We got the Young Pistols or whatever they were, Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, whatever we were calling them at the time. It's Tracy Smothers and Mr. Armstrong taking on the Midnight Express with Jim Cornette, but it's the Stan Lane version." And I think I would put that tag match up against almost any. It's one of my absolute favorite tag matches.
Soon as Rick gets out and Harold Johnson gets out with him, I got a story I want to tell.
By the way, we're going to see Flair, I believe, come to the ring in the first version of the black and white and silver.
Look at the red carpet.
With all the feathers. Yeah, they're rolling out the red carpet right over to the chopper, which the blades are still spinning on. You can see the guy's pants.
Chopper 9. Yeah.
Listen to you going right into Chopper 9.
Yeah, at WSOC TV, I remember it very, very. Here comes Flair, and there's Harold Johnson, his in that checkered blazer of his.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Waving everybody.
What's up with the yellow chicken? Is that a part of his broadcast?
No, he was calling Nikita Koloff a chicken. He was afraid of Flair.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So and look like Klondike Bill in the orange.
Oh, I see him, with the overalls, ready to go.
Right, absolutely. There he is, in the still shot right behind Flair to Flair's right shoulder. Big deal, man.
What a life Ric Flair's lived. You know it?
Yep.
Don't we all love summer vacation, relaxing, laying out by the pool, barbecues, hitting the beach, doing, well, nothing? Well, how about a summer vacation from your house payments? With SaveWithConrad.com, you can do just that. Reduce your monthly payments by making the equity you built up in your home work for you. You can roll together those high interest rate credit cards into one lower monthly payment and perhaps access some of that newfound equity to turn your house into your dream home with no money out of pocket. And how about this? You get to skip your next 2 house payments. That's right. You won't have to make your June or your July house payment. You're done until August 1st. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. Let my team run the numbers for you for free. There's no obligation, and if we can't help you save some cash, we won't waste your time. And did I mention we're offering a 3-year guarantee right now? That's right. That means if at any point interest rates improve over the next 3 years, you get a free refi. That's right. No new lender fees from us. So you get to save money now without wasting money later when the rates improve on a whole second set of closing costs. Why not go to SaveWithConrad.com and get a guarantee? Save money now and save money later with your friend in the mortgage business. That's me, Conrad Thompson at SaveWithConrad.com. Shoot me an email at Conrad@SaveWithConrad.com. Give us a call at 888-425-0105 or get yourself a quick quote. Even talk to a live person right now at SaveWithConrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. Let's take a summer vacation from house payments at SaveWithConrad.com.